Well, good morning. It's July 12th, Saturday, and it's just after 9. And I started watering over there, and it looks like the timer's already off, so I have to move the sprinkler in that garden. And we're in the backyard. It is very, very smoky here in southern Manitoba. And so in this video is just to show you the height of the tree, call them trees, the height of the tomato plants in the yard. There's also some of the um, peppers that are growing crazy. Um, in the last week, the heat and watering really heavily in the mornings. Um, yeah, the heat. And we've had so much smoke in the last 48 hours. Yesterday, I didn't even go outside because I just didn't want to sneeze all flipping day. I have allergies and I take Claritin for that, but it wouldn't help. And I feel right now because the smoke that's in the air, feel a little clogged up. But so in this video, yeah, I'm gonna show a little bit of the garden, a little bit, not much. Uh, I might throw some pictures in there. So, but this is the update for July 12th, Wayne's Garden in the backyard. So stay tuned. Can you believe how high that is? Wow. Should get the tape measure. So raised beds are right up to here, right up to here. And I don't know, 3 feet high. Let's get the tape measure. Hang on. Hopefully we don't get dinged because of music in the background. Let me go get the tape measure, okay? So you can see how tall these plants are. Here's one. Got the tape measure. So we are watering. We are very, very smoky here in southern Manitoba and Winnipeg with major wildfires in the province again this summer. Anyway, okay, so here we are right here. Okay, I'll come around to the front. So, so the tallest of these Romas is just over here. So we're gonna go right down to the ground right here inside the raised bed, and let's see how high this is. We are at 43 inches to here to the bottom of the plant by the surface of the ground. So if you look way in the back, the middle, in fact, the middle raised bed, same height off the ground and off the earth that's inside. And we are going to measure it again. So the peak here is 52 inches. 52 inches. Are you kidding me? So in the last week, looks like we have gained probably about a foot. The ones in the back, those are, of course, the fronts are the Romas. These ones right here, these tall ones, are the black prim. And I'm going to have to start staking big time here. Big time staking. Holy crap. So we are watering right now. And yeah, we really have to start staking a lot here. And time. We have the stakes, but I think this year's stakes are not long enough. The big rebar stakes, like 5-footers, are in the other garden. So I might have to, because those ones are roughly about 4 feet high too. So it's definitely a lot of blooms. At a certain height, I'll start chopping the tops off. And I think it's pretty damn close for me to start chopping the tops. And got to prune more. I've been pruning a lot on the bottom so we don't get too much rot. Probably, see, look at the curling right here. This leaf is curling. It has been extremely hot. Yesterday was so hot and smoky, I stay in the house. I knew we were all nice and wet out here because of watering the day before on the Wednesday. And so it is crazy how smoky it is. You probably can't see it on the video, but if I could show you something, I would. But I know the plants love the smoke, the carbon. So the other plants in the backyard are starting to really grow really well. That's because of the heat. We've got so much heat going on here. If you look into the raised bed and the earth, there's a lot of weeds coming up. Those are trees from the seeds that come down, and it's hard to actually do anything about it. You just weed it and take them out. But the I did fertilize already once with Miracle-Gro. The compost that's in here is all natural compost, and I was hoping to get some um, cattle manure, horse manure. I'm trying to see if I can find a farm north of the city where they have chickens and get the chicken manure. So I'll show you. So these are those little trees that are coming up everywhere. It's all those round little seeds that we had in the spring. But look at this branch. This one right here. This one just must have just grown because it wasn't there a week ago. Must have. It looks like it grew off the side of the main stalk. So, but yeah, it's. See, some of the other trees back here are starting to curl up. You can see them curling, and it could be the heat that we've been having. Not enough rain. That's weird. I've never seen the lilacs do that. Curling up. The big trees, they got plenty of water. The roots go so deep, it's getting water. Like the tree that's next to us and the next door neighbors, nice couple that moved in last year, or 2 years ago. Yeah, it's been 2 years now since they moved in. They're starting to do a lot of work this year on their backyard. They're doing a beautiful job. But this tree I'm talking about that's in their yard, it is massive. It is massive. And our tree in our front yard in the boulevard is probably the same kind of tree. And it's taken off like crazy this last couple of years. So, but yeah, crazy. Very crazy how that is. And holy crap. Yeah, weeds are coming up like crazy. I have to start weeding big time. The grass, the weeds are all controlled. I did make a batch of farmer ready Roundup for some of the weeds that I could get to that it's not going to get to the plants, but I don't use very much of that stuff every year, so it's very expensive and it's very poisonous for everything. So try not to use very much, very little, very little. So anyway, so that's the backyard, and of course today's date is Saturday, July 12th, and we are at 9:38 in the morning. So can't see the blue sky because of smoke in the air. So yeah, we'll probably hopefully have more to this video, and stay tuned. So here are the jalapenos in this large tote, and there's a jalapeno right there too. So they're growing quite well. They're starting to get blooms. There's some. There we go. This one, lots of buds coming, and yeah, so that's that one. Dill, ready to harvest soon. I'm gonna get this more in the sunlight. So, and this cherry got a couple weeks ago. And it's probably coming up to a month. Got it from a Hutterite colony nearby, just west of the city, well, northwest of the city. We picked up our eggs, and holy cats, he had still some plants from their garden center available. So I got this at a pretty good price. So if we move over here, the messy deck, and this one is that ground cherries. They're haven't got one yet, so it's coming along. Then we'll walk over past the barbecue area, and the snow white cherry tomato is. Then we'll back up here. It is growing quite high, so I would say that's 4 feet high. It's growing quite well. Not enough flowers in the middle, mostly on the top. Once it gets to a height, probably up here, right there, just below the window, I'll start chopping them down, the tops, so they'll start growing on the sides. More peppers. These are the green peppers. Fat and Sassy from TNT Seeds. They are at least 2.5 feet high. I would say that's getting past 2 feet. And here's the other one right next to it. We have more in the garden pots. But there you go. We have peppers growing. Finally. So, and then we'll just go over here. Folders. Good little pots for watering too. Oh, there's a weed in here. Can't stop the weeds. Italian parsley in that pot, growing beautifully. We're gonna have to start harvesting some of this herbs pretty soon. The Egyptian walking onions, they're coming along. The pickling cucumbers are finally really taking off. They've got a lot of blooms down below, and it's coming up on the trellis. So people ask, what is an Egyptian walking onion? Well, it's an onion. It's like a green onion, but it also reseeds itself by, at the top, it will create a cluster of bulbs. And then it'll, after the bulbs, sometimes you get green onions coming off them, and they'll make little babies too at the top. So that's those, and there's more seeds everywhere. So once they get big enough, I'm gonna harvest them. Once they get big, I'll take them off and dry them out for next year. Aromas. So pinch this off there. They are growing quite well. We're going to have a good crop this year. Keep the watering up. We'll be leaving for about 4 days, latter part of July, going to Fort Frances and Thunder Bay. First time I've been there for many years. Going for a little drive. And my son will take care of the garden. It's going to be a big difference for 4 days. It's going to grow like crazy, so I'll take pictures. But yeah, there is more herbs in this small metal pot. We have more basil. And we have, where's the tag? Where's the tag? That's just, that's a spearmint or peppermint. Yeah, they're both different. Oh, there's actually a, what do you call it? Rosemary in here too, but it's it's been pushed out of the way. The zucchini is finally coming along quite good, and even the seed that I put in after this one was planted is finally coming up. Here, more basil. I like basil. I like growing it. Just herbs. I like growing it in the garden. I just like it. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to trim the lilacs this fall. Trim them back. Getting a little too overpowering in this area. The daisies I planted a few years ago are finally starting to take off. This is really perennials except for the pot here. This old fountain. It's just regular annuals, but all along here is all perennials. It's always been here. So go past the swing. Try not to shake the phone too much. And then we come over here. And there you go. Black-eyed Susans are going really, really good in the big pots we bought this year. You hear the fountain in the background. And hostas are doing good. There's more herbs there, herbs up there. Let's see if we can zoom in. There's the herbs in that pot. I always have herbs in those pots. And then we come back over here past the fountain, which I have to clean out probably pretty soon. There's more of these peppers that we had up against the house. Fat and sassy, they call them. And the ground cherry. And in the back here, we have some of the morning glories popping. A few flowers here and there, pots. This old bird bath has to be cleaned up, painted. It's another job I have to do this summer. More morning glory. Another pepper plant. It's going really, really well. And here's another morning glory up in this swing, or the way this pot, hanging pot. A few dead leaves, so we're gonna have to stop watering it for a while. And it's growing up the tree. I don't mind that. And of course, the squirrels are digging up my pots. Look at that. Lost it. Another flower. More of those green peppers. I've got a lot of them this year, but I only have 3 jalapeno. Wish I had more. Another one of those ground cherries. I don't know if they're really called a tomato. They don't act like a tomato. They don't grow like a tomato. But there again is our tomatoes, raised beds. You can really see it from this angle. I'm right in front of the shed. They are going to be needing tie down again. I'm going to have to tie them up. It's amazing how much they've grown. Look at all the weeding I have to do. That's incredible. That's all from those seeds from the trees. Anyway, I'll sort of show you the mess by the gardening table. And a few more herbs next to the gazebo. We have a one pepper up here, but it's not growing very well. It's just there. That's blooming. More flowers here. Gotta weed it because there's those trees in here. Like, holy crap. It's taking over. Marigolds. And then we're back to this area where all the herbs are. That old thing. There you go. Roll up the hose and put it away. There's a few spots everywhere from the dog. We had the dog for over a week, so male dog burning the grass. Can't stop that. I would hope that he would go way back there and do it and poop on the grass. It's easy to clean up, but try to train him to go to the back, but it's pretty hard for a 10-year-old dog. Anyway, so that's it for this video. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.